Commercial Support Services is a business, but it's also a lot more. We specialize in assembly, packaging, and direct mail work, and we contract with hundreds of local Bay Area companies to meet a wide range of production needs. But CSS is not here just to meet the needs of the business community. We're here to train and employ adults with developmental disabilities so they can learn what it takes to succeed in a job, gain independence, and reach their full potential. By giving these individuals real work opportunities, we also help them to reach their goals in life. We've been doing this since 1965 as part of Contra Costa ARC, a public benefit corporation. While we pursue our nonprofit mission, we provide solid, dependable production services for the business community.
We're capable of doing small jobs as well as large jobs. We have 3 very large facilities, one in Richmond, one in Concord, and one in Antioch. We've got storage space, we've got forklifts, we have loading docks, and we're able to take on the larger jobs.
We do satisfy our quality control and our customer specifications, and that is our primary focus here at CSS. But in addition to those roles, we do provide job skills, how to show up for work on time, how to dress appropriately for work. And I think probably one of the most important things that we teach here are interpersonal skills and how to get along appropriately in the workplace.
I think one of the qualities that we offer, particularly customers, is the reliability, security that if we say we're going to take on their work, first of all, they're going to get a good price. They're going to get a fair bid. We're going to only take that work on if we know we can do it. And we're going to make sure that we understand exactly what their needs are in terms of the timeline, what needs to be done, and how.
It's beneficial to the community because the community is setting forth work for these clients, and these clients are giving back to the community by working for them and putting out a great product.
In the morning we start and Valerie explains to us what the customer wants. We'll go over the job and what the needs of the customer is. We'll go off our sample and our spec sheets. Usually has the quantity they want, the due date on it. We'll go over what materials we need. We set up our units. We'll set up and we'll help them learn the job. We just go by and help them check their work and make sure they're doing it right. If they're not, we go and help them fix the problem.
They are very concerned with doing the job correctly. I see lots of hands all day long asking if they're doing things correctly, and they do. They take a lot of pride in their work.
A primary goal of Commercial Support Services is to support individuals as they increase their skills and gain the confidence to move into a job in the community.
We have a number of people who are currently now, it's about 107, working in the community. And we have a number of businesses that we work with, and we have people working at a variety of businesses doing a variety of work.
We really found out that this was a service we could use to pick up a lot of the work that basically in the maintenance business falls through the cracks and it needs to get done. So we found that CSS is willing to do pretty much whatever we ask, and they do it well.
I have a crew of 6 people, and they show up here every day. They get here via bus, BART, however, they all have their own way of getting here. And we are here all day doing various jobs. Each of our jobs here, we have a contract, and it specifically says what tasks we are in charge of completing. And I assign those tasks, and then before we leave an area, I go through and I check every single one to make sure everyone's done their job.
When we outgrew us doing the packaging ourselves and bottling ourselves, we were looking for someone local who could do the packaging for us, and came upon CSS in Concord. We've grown enough now that we use not only the Concord facility but the Antioch facility, and have the satellite clients here in our facility 5 days a week. The satellite group for CSS clients and their supervisor work independently. They work great with Robert here in our facility. We're happy with the pricing. We're happy with the turnaround, how quickly they get items done. And if I throw a rush order at them, they do everything under their power to get it done as quickly as they can, and we've been very impressed with all that.
CSS actually provides a really good service for us in the fact that they handle what we refer to as critical work for the imaging of our documents. If they weren't there, the images that hundreds of servicing representatives use would be incorrect. We have a very strict tolerance for our imaging system, and the preparation of the documents is critical. It has to be done, staples have to be removed. If we just threw it into the system without the help of CSS, we run the chance of having our loan docs not imaged correctly, damage to the system, and the fact that the CSS team is so thorough in what they do prevents a lot of work down the line.
My position here is to distribute the work, to make sure that Wells Fargo is getting the turnaround time that they have. I evaluate the quality of each individual's abilities to figure out what the best way to get the job out as quickly as possible would be. I check their work to make sure it's accurate before we send it off into a different department. We've also expanded our crew by going into the tax department and doing some filing and tracking for them. And we're also working with the cash team, closing their daily work and inputting data entry into the computer.
It's given me more of an opportunity to socialize and be in an office where they're accepting of somebody with a disability. And it's very nice to be accepted.
I think the experience for myself and the folks at Wells Fargo has been just outstanding. The managers at CSS, their on-site people are tremendously professional. They are one-on-one with the department head at the bank. They understand what the bank's objectives is, what that department is, and they worked hand in hand to meet that. And I think it's just been a terrific experience.
So Adam, tell us about what you do at the Century Theater.
Yeah, I tear tickets and clean chairs. I keep the lobbies clean.
How long have you worked with the Century Theaters?
For 13 years.
What do you like best about working at the theater?
Well, you meet people and you get a chance to talk to them and help them if they need it. Yeah, I made friends here. I like my co-workers, some of the customers that come in.
So you enjoy it a lot?
Yeah.
Our relationship with CSS has been great. I enjoy working with the employees and the coaches that they provide. And it's a great overall atmosphere having them in our store and working with them. We gave CSS a call. They sent us employees to hire. We sat down, interviewed the employees, found out they were good candidates for our position and would be a long-term position or long-term employee for us to have.
As a job coach, I provide initial training for our consumers. That way we're freeing up management. The job coach is expected to continue their visits with the client indefinitely, actually. So we start off with the client just kind of getting a feel for the workplace and just having the initial visits, and after a while the job coach starts to pull back on the hours that they're there. We at least try to see all of our clients at least once a week, and that's for an indefinite period of time.
All of them, every one of the 16 associations were delighted with the idea. They really felt like it was something that they could do to give something back and give somebody else an opportunity.
The one thing I want to say about CSS and the clients is they take great pride in what they're doing, and I can see that as a business owner. I see what they do. They love having new things to do. They really take a lot of pride in what they do and work very hard at it.
I definitely would recommend CSS to other services or employers. It's a great company to work with. I've worked with many different companies on hiring employees, and CSS is one of the better ones to work with.
It's a service that not only is from a dollar perspective a wise investment, but it's just, I wish all my employees were that hardworking. We continue to expand the roles because of the hard work that they do. I wish all my decisions were this easy.